Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. This is the last take. I'm tired of repeating this. It's funny when you're doing these videos how many times you make linguistic errors and you want to be perfect. I've decided not to be perfect. Wanted to take this opportunity to walk you through our property, to show you the current setup, to show you what we're dealing with, the mess we've created in our house, and how we're scaling up our business. Currently, we house anywhere from 500 to 550 listings on average, and it's created a lot of cluster in our house. So we've decided to upgrade and scale up. This includes building a large shed for our personal storage in the backyard, and then upgrading the garage into our eBay business slash reseller business. So stay tuned. Here's a tour. Finally, here is our current eBay room. And I didn't clean it up for a reason, because I wanted to show you the reality of what it's like to have, 550, 600 listings and working from a small space. So this room was never meant to be our eBay business. It just became that way. So there's a lot of cluster in here all the time just because there are so many moving parts. For example, this large box in front of us is a return that we have to process. We're going to part out an old vacuum that didn't work out for the buyer. We have stacks of VCR DVD combos that need to be repaired. It's just a mess. It's not organized. We kind of know where everything is, but it's not good enough. So we're continuously working. And like I said, we want to get out of here. And we want to get into our storage area, into our garage, into a place where we can actually thrive and have enough space to get everything done that we need to, instead of always having this cluster of a room that we have to deal with, because there is stress that comes with having such a small space to work with. Let's check out the current situation, our current storage area for our reselling business. So if you've never been inside of a Michigan basement, I welcome you. This basement was built back in 1896, so it's quite different than a modern basement. So here we have a mixture of personal items and then also our eBay storage area. We have the new furnace that just got installed. And then this is part of the storage area. Some of the larger hard goods, some VCRs, combos, etc. We haven't been able to move things around because we're still waiting for the old furnace to be taken out. She's right there. She's a dinosaur. And there's a little bit more storage. It's a mixture of personal old stuff and a little bit of eBay inventory. Here we have some shoes and, like I said, mostly hard goods that are a bit bigger. Here we have smaller things like books and magazines, DVDs, video games, etc. And then this way, we have an old cellar. So this used to be a canning cellar back in the day. And here are plenty of shelves that we've taken advantage of, mostly for clothing and smaller goods. That's all being currently stored right here. We have a pretty straightforward storage system. Welcome to our eBay business, our reselling business. This is our garage. It is July 2020, and this is the last piece of the house that needs to be remodeled. We're going to take this garage and we're going to turn it into our business. We'll need to put a brand new garage door opener, because we're still going to use it as a garage. But right now, because we have 3 different projects going on, it is a mess. Ta-da! So inside of here are all of our shipping supplies, a lot of merchandise that we haven't listed, a lot of merchandise that we have listed. It's a mixture of everything. And because we're getting our mechanicals fixed in our basement, we had to empty everything out and put it in here. So there's a lot of stuff in here that has been listed, that's yet to be listed, etc. It's very unorganized. However, we are in the middle of building our shed so that we can actually move our tools, our gardening equipment, etc. into the shed so that we can turn this into our business. So as we come into this elevated area, you can see that there's plenty of space once this is all cleaned out for shipping supplies, for storage, for packaging, photography, testing, preparing, etc. But right now it's just super full. So there's another bench we can use, also super full. And the best part is we have a 16-foot ceiling. So we're going to be building an elevated area for storage, like a loft, that's going to give us about 150 square foot of storage. So that's the current state. It's messy, it's not busy, it's just the reality. But as you can see, the shed is being constructed just outside of here. So let's go take a look at that. Step 3 or 4, get the foundation ready. These are going to be all the walls. That's gonna be all the interior. We got extra deck wood. Got my dad with the gray hair, friend Melvin with not so gray. Digging out the posts. That's where it's gonna lie. Base is done. All right. This is the floor. So that's getting built right now. That's gonna be the floor on it. It's actually square. It's done by a professional, which is not me. All right, so most of the floor has been installed. It's gonna be measured roughly 10 foot by 12 foot. And it's being built so it lasts the next 40 years. It's all treated wood. And then over here, excuse the construction mess, are all the trusses. They're all custom built. It's gonna be the roof of the shed. So yeah, all this is going away. This is all old wood, old rot, bunch of garbage. We got a 30-yard trailer coming to pick all that up and dispose of it. And so the back end of that garage will be vinyl siding, and it'll be covered mostly by the shed anyways. It's the last wall that needs to go up. 3 are up. All these chalk lines are where the rest of the screws need to go in the floor. Yeah, perfect. We'll take a little break. Almost done. There it is, all 4 walls are up. So the size of the shed is 10 foot by 12 foot and 10 foot high. And next weekend it's going to be put together, sided and finished. You can see there's plenty of room in here for shelving and just plenty of room for us to utilize so that we can empty out the garage, which is that structure with the rot on the top and all the things that we have to fix on the bottom. So that's gonna be the eBay business in there, and our personal belongings will be out here, and it'll still give us plenty of room to have a nice backyard. We'll keep you guys posted on how this progresses. Throughout the next few months, we should be all set to move in and move our business inside of the garage. The loft is gonna be probably the longest project, just because it's gonna require some engineering. So as we walk back in here, like I said, this will be the studio, photography, packaging. All of this stuff is gonna get cleaned out and redesigned, gutted out and cleaned out. And it'll be a garage, there'll be staging areas, testing areas, and a loft. All right, we're back inside. So I hope you enjoyed the quick walk around the property. I mean, there's a lot of things that we know now that we didn't know 10 months ago. One of them, obviously, that we're gonna be scaling up the business. So we're just, we're going with the flow. We're working on what we can work on. We can control what we can control. It's not pretty, but it will be soon. So stay tuned for that. We appreciate you guys watching all of our content. Of course, follow us on Instagram here at Hustle on Hooks. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like. Leave us a comment. If all of this cluster gave you anxiety, we do apologize. Leave us a funny comment and tell us where you started. I'm curious. Where did you start? Where are you now? What are your future aspirations? You guys take care.